What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about how to roller ski, and there's a lot that goes into roller skiing. The different gear, the different type, classic skiing, skate skiing, the safety. There's a lot more safety involved in roller skiing than in cross country, so I'll probably do a lot more specific videos on that, and every video will kind of have a little bit more focus on that safety portion. But we are talking about roller skiing today. For everyone who is here on this channel who subscribe for cross-country skiing, I hope this applies to you. The roller skiing is a great way to stay fit and get faster at cross-country skiing and get ready for the season coming up and get faster throughout the summer, so that way you're a lot more ready to go throughout the winter. But if you're not if you've subscribed for the winter cross-country skiing and you're not interested, no worries. I will be putting out more winter cross-country skiing content in the fall leading into winter, so look forward to that. These next series of videos are going to be about roller skiing, how to do it, what gear you want to get, how to do it safely, just a good entry point to get into the sport without having to deal with all the mishaps that we all have to deal with. And it can be dangerous it can be more dangerous than cross-country skiing. So I just had to put that out there up front. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for everyone who's been continuing to watch and support this channel. Roller skiing is just a great sport, a great way to cross-train and stay fit. That's a quick overview. Hopefully I didn't go too long. So in this video, just how to get the feel for the ski. Sometimes the best way to do that is just get on the skis, find a nice flat, smooth piece of pavement. Hopefully you can have a place like that comes to mind. New pavement just feels the best on these. The smoother the better. Smooth concrete does not feel great if you're using poles right away. The tips don't really dig into the concrete that well. So a nice smooth piece of pavement is great. And just getting the feel for the technique and sometimes just give yourself some patience and maybe a longer progression outlook than the cross-country skis, because with cross-country skis, you can just push everything a little bit faster, and if you fall on cross-country skis, usually on snow, even if it's a little bit hard, it's all funny, but like even low, slow falls on roller skis they just can hurt. So to avoid that, yeah, just give yourself a nice patient progression. I'll leave that up to you how fast you want to take that, but just kind of clomping around a little bit on the skis, get the feel for how the boot and binding action works and how the balance feels on the skis. You can have your poles for balance, and sometimes just even if you're not able to do the technique well right off the bat, having all those points of contact of your poles and your skis on the ground is kind of the easiest way to start, and just gently step your way around in the parking lot. Then once you start to get the feel for that, and really what you're focusing on doesn't matter too much, but once you start to get the feel for that, that's where this video comes in, and we're going to just go through some easy drills and easy progressions and things you can do just to accelerate the feel for the ski, accelerate how the technique and the motion and the push off is supposed to work and feel, and then just get the two most basic techniques working on your roller skis, on skate ski roller skis, by the way. This is for a skate ski roller skiing, I'm not doing classic roller skiing videos at the moment. If you want me to do that, let me know, and I will. We'll just get into the video and build into these techniques. So thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Let's get into it. This first drill is just to start to feel the weight change. What we're going to do these first few ones is just explore the ranges of motion that you can do without falling over, and just getting more comfortable with the balance and the weight transfer that's needed to skate properly. So this first drill, just stepping side to side. This is a very similar motion that you'll use for your V2 technique, and this is the very similar motion you'll use in your V1 technique. That's the two techniques we're building towards today. I'll pause and show a quick couple examples of that here. So this is what the V1 technique looks like. This technique is used mostly for going up anything gradual uphill to steep uphill. Here's the V2 technique, and this can go gradual downhill, flat, gradual uphill, and then to go up a steeper uphill, you got to be moving pretty well with this technique, but can be done. So these are the two most used techniques in roller skiing and in cross-country skiing in general. So that's what we'll build to today. Okay, and feel free to take your time and make these drills as easy as possible, as this drill's upping the difficulty, hopping first with poles in a circle. You can go all the way around. You can do this multiple times until you're comfortable. Once that feels comfortable, then you can jump in a circle. And as you can see, this will get you very comfortable with the balance. So this quickly just adjusts your body to the new elevated position on the narrow wheels that you have and gets you more comfortable and ready to push off these skis quickly. And so once you're comfortable with that, another good tip with that drill is you can get off the road. You can go into the grass, you can go into the dirt, into the gravel, and do those same jumps. Comfortable there, then you can bring it back to the pavement and do those same jumps. And once that all feels comfortable and you can kind of do it no problem with good balance, then you can start getting into this next drill, which is just pushing easy side to side, no poles. And you can have your poles in your hands for balance. If you're worried about falling or breaking your poles, you can just hold them loosely in your hands like this, or you can just set them down altogether. And you can just exaggerate picking up your foot a little higher than normal. Get that feel for this foot and ski that's on the ground, working and balancing well and comfortably. Next thing is just doing this lunge step to explore that range of motion till you feel comfortable just with all the directions and you know how far to push it and not to push it. That's the idea with these first simple early drills. Okay? And once that feels comfortable, we're gonna just get right into skating. And so just gonna be worried about that skate motion for now. Arms can be doing whatever they need to do to balance and just get you going forward. Right here, I'm just holding my poles loosely in my hands. I'm not strapped in, and that's the reason for that is if you ever feel like you're losing your balance or whatever, your poles are a great asset to keep you upright and not fall over. And then they're not strapped in, because then if you do fall over, it's easy to just throw your pole away and catch yourself with your hands and not like smash your fingers on the pavement or any other mistakes that can happen like that. Once that feels comfortable, which may take some time, the next progression is to then put your poles behind your back, and this is really going to start getting your hip, knee, and ankle all doing the things that you want them to do to start building that foundation to build all your techniques off of. And so what this drill is going to look for is show how to keep your hip square to the direction you want to go. And you notice I have some of a twist here, and that's okay, but you don't want those poles, the pole tips, swinging way out in front of your hips. You don't want a big twisting motion. So if they're figure eighting a little bit, that's totally fine. It's just really watching out for that big twist, and you want your hips fairly square to the trail and going in that direction that you want. That's always a great drill to check back in with. You can put your poles behind your hip, put them on your shoulder, then you know that you're getting a good balanced skate action off of both legs. Here we go into the next drill, which is the double pole, and you can see my pole tip slip there. So I need to have sharper pole tips. This is starting to work on that upper body action, and this is the foundation for that. So you don't have to worry too much about what the legs are doing, just a little knee bend, a little hip hinge, and the arms can be roughly 90 degrees at the elbow. It's a rough estimate depending on your pole size, your body type. You definitely don't want it to look like a robot. You want it to be fluid. Just get that proper upper body action going with your double pole. Get comfortable with that, and then we're gonna do some more drills to help put both of these together. Next drill is a marathon skate, and you can see I'm double pulling and skating at the same time. And here I'm taking the poles away just as an example of how you can continue to skate without the poles. And so you can separate this drill a little bit if needed. One ski is just staying straight, the other ski is skating. Then you're adding in your arms just like you were with your double pole, putting that together. And this is called the marathon skate. Then of course you can turn around and do it on the other leg to make sure you're even and getting used to that on both sides. Now we're doing a marathon skate to just skating with the legs, mixing everything in, going double pole, and just getting more comfortable with doing everything you need to do to build to a proper roller ski technique. You can double pole for 5 double poles, marathon skate for 5, skate without poles for 5. You can mix up any rhythm or order you want, switch it up, and just get comfortable adding your poles in, taking them away, just making that feel as natural as possible. Once you're ready, we're gonna start off with that same thing, marathon skate, just get right into that V2. And this is that V2 technique, very simple, just skating off both legs. And here's the rhythm, pulling off of each leg. And we can take one more look at this in slow motion, just so you can really see what the timing is. The timing is just pulling halfway through that skate motion. You're skating, and as you're halfway through on that skate motion, one leg you're pulling, stepping onto that other foot, arms are back up, pulling halfway through that skate motion. You're looking to plant your poles right by the toe of your boot. You can use your no pole drills for reference for your hip balance. You want your hips stay nice and in balance, nice on top of your feet. Don't want to get set too far back, too far forward, and off you go on a gradual flat, gradual uphill, wherever you want to go. As you're skating, feeling the rhythm, feeling the timing. Then when you're ready, then you just add in the poles and you can continue the technique. So we're moving along very quickly. If you have any questions about that V2 technique, we can get much more in depth in a future video. Now we're going to move right on to the next V1 technique. So very similar, skating on the legs, and then miming with the arms, the type of rhythm and timing that you want to use. And you can see this is a little bit different timing and rhythm than the previous technique. And so this technique, this is the V1 left as I'm pulling on that left leg. So as soon as that left leg comes down, I'm pulling with that left leg. Similar tips are planting right at the toe of the boot. And here's the V1 right, miming with the arms, making sure the timing is right, and adding in everything together. V1 right is pulling with that right leg comes down, planting by the toe, and off we go. That technique will get you up some pretty steep hills. So here's just another couple entries into the V1 technique. All right, now let's get into a very important detail about roller skiing is how to stop. This one is the safest and easiest when you're not going too fast, and this takes very little toll on your wheels. It's basically like a step snowplow. If you've ever been alpine skiing and you snowplow to a stop, basically just begin to snowplow and you just kind of step while decelerating. Come to a stop, make sure everything's safe, and then you're back on your way. There's a few other ways to stop, and I will cover that in another video. So now this is just to demonstrate another safety aspect. And so I'm just skiing along in my V1 technique. I'm taking up a lot of space on the road, so I hear a car coming. So what I'm going to want to do is change to my double pole technique, get about the width of a road biker, get over to the side as much as possible, let the car go by. Usually that's plenty. Usually that's enough just to double pole and the cars can go around you. Oftentimes the cars will go around you, even when you're just skate skiing in your V1 technique. But whenever possible, I like to just get into a double pole and take up as little space as possible on the road and let the cars go by. If it's a truck, if there's oncoming traffic and car passing behind you, there's just not enough room on the road, it is always an option just to get off the road, get in the ditch, get way away, whatever you need to do. Again, if the situation calls for it, you can literally just get off the road. Be paying attention to cars. So those are the basics. And once you get a feel for those techniques, feel free to just pick up the pace, get going faster, explore what you can do. How fast can you go? Yeah, just having some fun with it, building some speed, building some fitness. And you're off to the races. You can see this nice new pavement is really good training, is a really good place to train. Chip and seal still works, makes you tough. Plenty of awesome stuff to work on, and good luck. Like I said, anything else I need to explain, put it in the comments. So thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate your time. Hope you like the sport. I'm here to get better myself. I'm here to train and work hard. In some future videos, post some links to examples of some of the best roller skiers in the world. Let's get outside and train hard and enjoy the sport together. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. All right, thanks. Bye.